Hi everyone, so Tier here and thanks for dropping by and watching my video. So today I want to talk about the game called Hearthstone. So Hearthstone is a card game. It's made by Blizzard. It's the same company who made games like Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft, Heroes of the Storm, World of Warcraft, Overwatch. So I'm pretty sure you've at least heard one of those games and you pretty much know that this company really makes good quality games. So definitely you'll enjoy this game as well. So it's available in iOS, Android, and PC, and it's free to play. So if you haven't tried this one out, I definitely would recommend you try it out. And if you did enjoy it, then that's good. If not, then at least you tried, right? So in this video, I want to be giving out some tips and advices for those newcomers, for some casual players, or those who doesn't really fully understand the mechanics of the game. And hopefully this helps you out. So hope you enjoy the content and let's get on to the video. Tip number one, so be aware that there are two formats in the game. So there's the wild format and the standard format. So basically wild format means that you can play any cards available in Hearthstone, but in standard format, you can only play the basic, the classic, and the last 2 years of cards that were released in Hearthstone. So if in case you want to ask, how would I know which card deck can be played in standard format? So just go to your collection and go to the lower left side of your screen and you can click the icon and you'll be able to see which sets can be used in standard format. So in here you can see gadgets and cards and old gods can be played. But do take note that League of Explorers, Grand Tournament, Black Rock Mountain are going to be rotating out in April 6th because the new set of Ngora will be coming in. So these three sets are going to be pulled out and they're going to be put into the wild sets. So if let's say you want to be playing standard format, so I wouldn't recommend you crafting cards from these three sets anymore. So tip number two, collect gold as much as you can so you can use the gold to purchase new card packs or enter the arena. Now for a card pack, it's going to cost you around 100 gold. Now I don't recommend buying packs using real money. I would just suggest that, let's say for example, if you're gonna purchase the pre-purchase pack for 50 packs for $50, just buy yourself a new game. Some new game that you really want to play. It's totally not worth it, to be honest, because the randomness there just kind of kills it. It's random, meaning that you're not really gonna get 20 legendaries, 10 legendaries, not even 5 legendaries. You're lucky if you get 5 legendaries with the 50 packs. You're probably just gonna get maybe 1, 2, or 3 legendaries, and that's about it. Just use your gold, your hard earned gold, to open new packs. And it feels much, much better. Now, for Arena, you're gonna need around 150 gold, or you can use real money to purchase, which is around $2. Again, my advice here is just earn the 150 gold. You don't need to spend the $2. But if maybe you're gonna be planning to spend it once, yeah, sure, why not? Just try it once because if you manage maybe to win at least around 7 wins for an arena run, it's I guess more or less worth it because it guarantees you 150 gold back plus a card pack and plus another random prize that can be an additional gold or maybe some dusts or maybe a card. Overall, that's going to be well worth it. So in Arena, you just need at least 7 wins to guarantee the money well spent in terms of value. All right. Now, the next question would be, how am I going to be able to earn gold? Now, there are only a very few ways to actually do it. So the number one thing would be your quest logs. So every day you're going to be given a new quest. Now you have an option to actually choose to cancel a quest that you don't like. What the game will do is it's going to replace a new quest for you, but you can only do it once a day. So you can see here mine doesn't have the X mark anymore because I've already done it. So I can't do this until the next day again. So just do it and complete the test, the quest I mean, so you can get the gold. Now another way for you to get gold would be playing casual or ranked games. So you need to win at least three wins for each class or for a class specifically. So you need to win, let's say, three games for a rogue in order for you to get an extra 10 gold. Now it doesn't apply, let's say for example, you win 2 games as a rogue, then you win 1 game as a shaman. That will not count as a 10 gold reward. You need to win 3 games for each class. Now, it doesn't matter if it's casual or rank or in wild format or standard format. Now, the third way for you to be able to earn gold will be in the arena. As I've mentioned earlier, getting 7 wins will guarantee you 150 gold back and a card pack and an extra reward, which can be random. It can be dust or another extra gold, or it could be a card. Now, to be honest, this is one of the best ways to actually use your gold. I wouldn't recommend gold, buying card packs using your gold. Just use it in arena and try your best to win as many games as you can. Because in terms of value overall, you're gonna get something more in arena apart from just buying the packs itself. Now, of course, it really depends on you if you have the patience to actually go through the arena in order to get extra gold and card packs in this arena run. Now, it's no guarantee that you're going to be able to get 7 wins. It's no guarantee you can get 4 wins. Sometimes you can even get 0 wins, which at the end of the day is still going to get you an extra card pack and potentially maybe get you an additional 20 gold or maybe 20 dust. So it's not going to get your money back, but for me, the experience of getting an extra value in arena runs is more worth it compared to just buying the card pack itself. Fourth way to actually earn more gold, but this mainly applies for newer players only. So these are the gold bonuses that you can get maybe by winning your solo adventures. So let's say, for example, I chose to play normal. If I defeat all of the normal AIs in the game, then that grants me 100 gold. Or if I beat all of the expert AIs in the game, that grants me another 100 gold. So these things more or less applies to newer players. So if you want to know more about the details of those, I'm going to give you a link on where you can see the potential gold that you can get for the newbies. It's going to be from Icy Vein, so it's a good site for you to check out if you're new to the game. There's a lot of tips and advices there that will be useful for you. So I'll leave the link in my description below this video. So tip number 3, we're going to be talking about crafting cards. Now you can actually craft almost any cards in the game. Now you have to be very careful into choosing what cards you want to craft because dusts are not really easy to get. There are only quite a few ways for you to be able to get dust. So one would be uncrafting some of the cards that you already have. Another is that if you have duplicate cards coming from your card packs, those you can actually disenchant. And you can also get dust from arena runs if you are actually doing arena runs. And that's practically it. That's the only way for you to get dust. And you have to take note that when you're disenchanting, let's say common cards, you're only gonna get 5 dusts. And it costs you 40 dust to actually create a common card. So in terms of value wise, it's going to be a bit challenging to collect enough dust for you to create the cards that you actually want. That's one of the reasons why you need to be very selective into crafting what card you actually will need. So whenever you're creating your card decks, you need to have a plan or have something in mind that, okay, I need this card because this is the kind of deck that I want to make. Now, if you're new and you don't know what kind of deck you want to make, there are quite a few ways for you to find what are the trending decks that are available now. But let's say, for example, you really have no idea, just go to a new deck and create a new deck. And the game will actually show you what are the common set decks that are available out there today. They may not be the most popular ones, but more or less at least it gives you an idea that these are helpful guides for you to have set decks. The good thing about this is that it tells you which cards you already have, which cards are you still lacking. So for me, I don't have Patches to Pirate, but I have every other card. I just need to think, all right, what card can I replace Patches? So if you lack cards, you can probably craft those cards to complete the set deck. Now, another way for you to do it is to go to Hearthstone. It's a website that posts a lot of set decks that are maybe trending. People who post there would normally say, this deck has helped me reach number 1 legendary rank and so on. So you can try and get those and you can try to craft those cards. So another advice I can actually give here is that when you're crafting cards or when you're disenchanting cards, you can actually disenchant the golden cards if you're not really particular with golden cards, because golden cards have double the value. So you can see here a rare golden card actually gives you the full 100 value of non-golden rare card. Same goes for legendary, same goes for common, same goes for epic. So those things are actually very useful. So if you have those, then I would recommend just disenchant those so you can craft better cards that you will actually need. The only time you probably would want to collect the golden cards is if you have everything you need. And that's gonna be very rare. And another way for you to also disenchant cards is wild sets. So if you don't plan to use cards in the wild sets, then you can probably just disenchant all of those. The Goblins versus Known, Naxxramas, or even the cards that are going to be moved to wild, the League of Explorers, Grand Tournament, Blackrock Mountain. Disenchant those, you can actually do that. So you can get those dusts and make the cards for the newer card sets that's being introduced into the game. So tip number 4, familiarize yourself with the different heroes in Hearthstone. What the hero powers are, what are the different class cards that's available, what more or less in general are they capable of. So at least knowing that, you would have a certain sense of anticipation that, okay, if I fight against a mage, I know a mage has a lot of direct damage spells, and they have quite a number of AoE spells that can actually destroy a lot of my minions. So I have to be careful with that. So that's one of the things that you need to be careful of. Then another thing is that if, let's say, if you're playing constructed, you're going into rank play. Now that's another level of game that you need to know what kind of set decks that are available right now in the current meta. When I say in the current meta, in the current scenario, in the current scene, what are the decks that are being frequently used in rank play that gets people into legendaries? So you have to know that. So you have decks that are being called like maybe Jade Druids or Pirate Warrior, or you have a Control Mage. So those things you need to familiarize yourself. You need to know, okay, if I fight a mage, I know that there are these secret mage or there are these Reno mage. So I have to check, okay, if they cast this, if they cast that. You can anticipate more or less. I know that this is a Reno mage. I know that they have these kinds of spells. This is what they can do, and so on. And that makes you a bit more smarter, makes you play better, and makes you anticipate things so that you don't waste casting your spells, casting your minions, where in effect they can just counter everything and destroy you in the process. So that's why it's important to get to know who these heroes are and their capabilities. So those are the 4 tips that I can share, and hopefully it can help you when you're playing Hearthstone. So again, if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe. And if not, there's a dislike button there that you can press. Now, if you have any suggestions that you want me to discuss, just feel free to leave a comment. And again, thanks for watching the video, and see you again next time. TR out.